Like it or not, the NFL trade deadline.
You know, it's always been like this big, what's going to happen, and then nothing really happens. And it's funny, in recent history, the NFL trade deadline has been a disaster for teams that are acquiring big-name talent. Let's talk in the last 12 years. You had Carson Palmer move at the deadline from the Bengals to the Raiders, first and a third-round pick. He plays 2 seasons there, complete disaster. Roy Williams going from the Detroit Lions to the Dallas Cowboys. That was a first, third, and fifth, I believe. That was a complete disaster. The only team that I can remember of the last 12, 15 years that benefited on a trade deadline deal, the Seattle Seahawks, when they got Marshawn Lynch for a 4th and a 5th round pick from the Buffalo Bills. That's really, Mike, can you think of another deal?
Look, I'll be a little provincial here. Jay Ajayi really helped the Eagles. They got him last year. They end up winning the Super Bowl, and they miss him a ton this year. But to your point, picks where you're trading 4th and 5th rounders, not 1st and 2nd rounders, is when it usually works out pretty well.
This used to be a dead day, though. This is like welcome to the party. It used to be all baseball and basketball trade deadlines.
Money
and stuff.
is usually involved too, because when it's a guy who's made a lot or is going to be a free agent, they get rid of him.
I think you're seeing it earlier too. The teams have been very active in the month of October. We've already seen a bunch of deals, and if I can go even farther back in history, how about the Cornelius Bennett deal?
Yeah,
for the Buffalo Bills. That was another draft or deadline type deal. I think teams aren't waiting until the deadline anymore. I mean, I think they're moving faster. They're making their moves in October when they see an opportunity. Hey, we see it with the Giants. They're getting rid of everybody except for Eli. They got rid of an Eli, just not the right Eli.
Yeah. Hey, is Dallas any better than they were at the start of last week?
Well, he's a better player for them, but that is a big risk, giving up a number 1 pick for a team.
Amari Cooper.
Yeah, Amari Cooper is a talented player, but they gave up that pick, and now they don't have I would assume Dallas is working on a long-term deal with Cooper. They gave him a lot of leverage here, especially if he plays well, but it is still a risk when you're a team hovering on 500 to give up a number 1 pick for next year.
But how funny is it? We just bring up that Roy Williams trade. Big receiver, really found, we can't do that stupid thing again, and they trade a 1st-round pick for Amari Cooper.
It's the one it's compared with. Do the Bills do anything?
I think they're obviously sellers. If anybody is gone by the time this airs, it'll be just because they're dumping contracts.
And you're at a huge disadvantage. Everybody stops playing Sunday. You play Monday night. The trade deadline ends 8 hours after you get off the field. You don't know what your players are going to look like.
I guess we could see if somebody's inactive for Monday night, then we might know they're being dealt.
The one tradable guy was LaShawn McCoy, and he's in concussion protocol. You're not going to be able to deal him now.